Everyone, my name's Cass. Hi everyone, my name's Cassie. I'm the Aboriginal outreach worker at Yerin. This is my cooking buddy, Tess.
Hello, yep, I'm Tess, the dietitian. I work at Yerin as well. So we thought we might start off today by cooking the curry chicken with vegetables. And we've got this recipe from the Quick Meals for Koori's recipe booklet for at home. So what we might do is just talk through the ingredients that have been included in the recipe. So we've got some chicken, some olive oil, onion, and some garlic. And we've also got some curry powder for some flavour, carrots, capsicum. We've got some frozen peas which are in the freezer, and we've also got some chicken stock powder, some corn flour, and some water as well. What's that like? And we've got some light and creamy evaporated milk. Cool. All right. So we might start off by cutting the chicken into small pieces. Do you want me to give
You do the chicken, and I'll start with some veggies. I'll start peeling the carrots.
Cool.
Very quickly. Otherwise people get bored. Do the carrots need to be what is it?
Peel?
Yeah. Do you think?
Look, you can definitely leave the skin on the carrots, and that way you'll get a little bit of extra fibre. So it's completely dependent on you. So whether you like your carrots peeled or unpeeled, but leaving the skin on will definitely add a little bit of extra fibre into that meal.
And the chicken, do we just cut the chicken into cubes?
Yeah. So cutting the chicken into small pieces. And you can use either chicken thigh fillets or chicken breast. And we've got some chicken breast here.
How should I cut these carrots? Just in.
So slice. Yeah.
And I guess it depends too. If you prefer, you could even dice the carrots, make up into little cubes as well. If you've got a little people you need to feed, or even for elderly who can't chew maybe the bigger pieces, you can do smaller bits as well.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
And if you had to measure them, I would fail. Okay, and are we going to cook these?
Pop them into a bowl. Because we'll cook the chicken first, and then we'll add the extra vegetables after that.
Okay. How long does the chicken take?
So it says for about 5 to 10 minutes. So I'll go and turn the stove on and get a large saucepan ready.
All right. Who's drinking? Somebody, I could hear somebody drinking. And capsicum, I guess, into slices, eh? Like just in.
Yeah, so a medium capsicum slice.
And how many people will this feed?
So about 4 to 6.
Yeah.
So pretty decent.
Yeah, man.
I think we're cooking one meal and feeding, 4 to 6 people.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll continue with the capsicum. Now I don't need to wipe this down every time I change the food over.
I think as long as you are just, cutting up raw
Veggies.
veggies, you're fine.
So keep your veggies and obviously your meat
And
separate.
your meat separate. Yeah, yeah. So I guess that was another point to add. So we've got 2 separate chopping boards here and 2 separate knives. So if you've only got 1 chopping board and 1 knife at home, that's fine. But probably best cutting your vegetables or your raw food, your raw vegetables first, and then cutting up your meat afterwards. And that then reduces risk of like contamination. You wouldn't want to, get food poisoning or fall sick or anything from, cutting up raw chicken and then cutting up your vegetables after that. So I've got some olive oil here, which I'll just pop into the fry pan behind me. And then I'll pop the chicken in there once the oil is heated up. Medium high.
And does the capsicum get cooked as well, or does that get chopped in at the end so it's all crispy?
Yeah, so I think so all the vegetables you can pop into that little colander there. And it says that we're going to add all the veggies in together. So the onion, garlic, carrot, and capsicum.
All right. Fun. Yeah. No, I haven't, but we actually where we are today in JNL, Hassa Vincent has told us that she was part of the revamp and a remake of this Meals for Koori book. So we're going to try and get her a bit involved on one of our next cooking classes, maybe.
Yeah. And the particular recipe, the curry chicken with vegetables, was actually cooked by the students at Hopetown, and they actually won the competition. So I think that's really, cool. Really nice to hear. And hopefully, we can do a good enough job.
Hey,
and that's
I don't know. We'll have some taste tests a bit later on and see what they say. Okay, now I'm going to do the onion as well. What's the best way to cut up an onion? Yeah? Without crying.
Oh, no, it's a tough one.
I really don't know.
I think,
cut the end and then slice them inside.
Yeah, I think less time kind of spent looking over the onion is probably best. If you're prone to crying though.
The crappy.
Yeah, I bet you want
to. The knife that cuts it. I like goggles. They might be a bit dirty later on, but we'll be right. And does the onion get fried up beforehand? As the veggies? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, mate, we're cooking over this, mate. We'll have something for you to taste soon. Yeah, mate. No, we don't have many people online at the moment with us, but hopefully when they see the recording a bit later on, they'll be able to do it with us. Yeah.
We've actually got 5 participants on
Yeah, right. Everyone can salivate. That's all right.
Okay. And yeah, it's not on the website. Yeah. Yeah. Right. And I think just
So I've never cut garlic before.
okay. Well, I'll maybe give you a bit of a
Show me
demo
how to
on
do.
how I do it.
So I've just kept all my veggies, everything that I've cut up so far into the little colander so that when we're ready, we can just throw it straight in.
Now, I don't know if this is the right way to go about it, but this is how I do it. This is how I guess my mum taught me.
So we cut the tips off.
Yeah, and then give it a bit of a squash.
Oh.
And then you can get the clove of garlic.
So it's like peeling the outside of the onion off it.
Yeah, out of its little bit of skin.
Love garlic.
I love it too.
Awesome.
Adds so much flavour.
Garlic and fried onions always sends the best smell through a house.
Yum.
Love it.
They
Awesome.
often say too, like having a bit of garlic can be pretty good for the immune system.
Apparently.
So all the benefits.
And is it true that hot chili stuff can boost your, not your immune system, but your metabolism? Maybe.
Slightly.
Damn it.
But it can have flavour.
Okay, cool. All right.
Okay, so I think the chicken's probably been cooking for about 5 to 10.
Yep.
Which then we can probably add the vegetables in.
Yep.
I think it's about now.
Do you want me to show everybody?
Yeah.
Let me just bring it all over. Yeah. That's our chicken. Nice and brown.
Yeah, so I think once the chicken brown on the outside,
Yeah.
then we can add the vegetables in to cook, and they'll take about 10 minutes according to the recipe.
And we could even cut them down a little bit smaller as well if we want that chicken to go a bit further with the big family.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. And I think, like you said before, if you've got small mouths or
Yeah, little
people
kids.
that have trouble doing like our oldies as well, then yeah, cutting small pieces.
Do you want me to bring this over?
Yeah.
Well, here, I'll bring that here and I'll bring the video over. Okay, we're going to show you now. Hope that's good.
It smells really nice already.
Even for all mask. So do we just let this simmer?
Yeah, I think we'll let it cook for about 10.
Okay.
I might put the lid on. That'll retain a little bit of extra moisture. Which will help it to cook through.
Okay.
So yeah, I think I'll turn it down just a little bit to like a medium heat, and that'll help cook it through.
All right. Now we're going to do the powder, I guess, the curry.
Yeah. We might have a little bit of rice on the side, so we could even cook some of the rice while that's cooking as well. And then in about 2 minutes, so at about 11, we'll add milk, and a chicken stock powder, and then bring that to the boil, and then turn it down. So I think in the meantime, we can probably cook the rice. So I've just got some rice here. Just got basmati rice to have on the side today. So basmati rice is what we would call a low GI carbohydrate, and what that means is low glycemic index. So basically, our bodies need carbohydrates to survive. We need carbs for energy. But our low GI carbohydrates are better choices because they take a bit longer for our bodies to break down and digest. So we'll get a good amount of energy, particularly for, your growing kids as well. They definitely need, carbohydrates so that they continue so that they can continue to do things like run around, play sports, and not feel tired so quickly as well. So
Cool. Should we boil water first before we put rice in?
yeah, we can do that.
Or do you normally just chuck it all in?
I think let's have a little look here. I think you can either boil it or you can let it come to the boil on the stove top.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think bring 1 cup of rice and 1.5 cups of water to the boil. Yeah. Now, I do actually rinse the rice as well before you cook. Give it a bit of a measure this out to our cup.
Whenever I'm at home, I just guess that stuff.
Look, I'm one that likes to use like a rice cooker. So I can't say that I'm the best at cooking it on the stove top, but we'll see today.
Anyone that's got a rice cooker, is cooking on a rice cooker.
All right, so I might just give that a bit of a rinse first. And then we'll add some more water in.
We haven't got a strainer that'll keep the little ones in, eh?
No. I'll just go at it with my hands, I think.
Might give the chicken a stir. Over here. Oh my gosh.
It smells really nice.
Yeah.
And like you said, through a mask.
Oh,
It smells really good.
you can smell the onion and the garlic going through.
And I think even like other meats and stuff that you might have at home. I feel like any type of meat would go quite nicely with this.
Anything with curry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Or if you're someone that prefers not to eat meat for whatever reason, I think tofu would also be a pretty good.
I like it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I'm a meat eater as well.
you know how to use tofu as well, though, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's different types of tofu. Like you can get firm tofu, which is probably a bit easier to cook with in a dish like this.
Yeah.
And you could probably cut it up pretty much the same as you would cut up chicken.
Mm-hmm.
It probably would take as long to cook, but yeah, just another alternative compared to meat.
And is it true tofu is kind of like a little bit tasteless until you cook it with something else?
Yeah, I definitely prefer tofu cooked in with dishes like flavors, like curries and even stir fries.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let's turn this on to high.
That's bloody nice big stove.
No, I've got a ceramic.
I've got none of that.
It takes a while to heat up.
Yeah.
So with this being a gas stove, it's definitely
Bit of luxury here today.
quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Thank you. So probably about 5 more minutes, and then we can put the cream and the curry powder in the chicken.
So do we mix the cream and the curry powder together first, so it's not lumpy and chunky?
So once you stir in evaporated milk, add the frozen peas and the chicken stock powder, and then bring to boil. So I think we could probably go with just putting it straight in.
Mm.
Yeah. What do you reckon?
Well, I just don't want to get a whole chunk of
Curry.
curry powder in my mouth. But I'm easy.
I think either or. Yeah, we could mix it in a bowl.
Maybe mix it so we've got to use the timer.
Yeah.
What bowl?
Yeah, I think any kind of container, bowl.
That's enough, then. Right. Pour it in.
Yeah.
Should we whisk it or just use a fork? Oh, hello.
Maybe. Yeah.
Now, could you use something else other than this carnation cream? Not have I. Could you just use like chicken cream?
I think like a light cooking cream would be a good
Yeah.
substitute, or even like a light coconut cream if you
Oh.
prefer that kind of coconutty taste.
Yeah, I do actually.
I'm really done. It
Oh.
smells really nice.
Okay, so I'll stir while you. How much? What powder do we put in?
So add the chicken stock cubes
Chicken stock cubes.
and curry powder.
Okay. I remember using these when we'd make stews at home.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put that. Oh, whoops.
Sometimes it takes a bit of
Bloody big blowfly. Get away. Mhm. What does the corn flour do? Aha.
Yeah.
So that'll go into here or into
Into the
pans.
yeah, and like even when you know, making gravies and stuff like that at home, having a bit of corn flour or adding a little bit of corn flour into the gravy.
Not plain flour, corn flour.
Well, I think either or, but I think corn flour is
Okay.
better. Yeah.
So frozen flour?
I haven't used that before.
I don't know if it would work.
No, I haven't tried it. I've always used like corn flour, but I think yeah, any type of flour maybe, but corn flour is better.
Okay, cool. Those cubes, oh, they're dissolving. Yeah. Oh, it's... Hey. So are we ready?
Maybe a couple more minutes.
Yeah.
And then we can pop it in.
All right, I'll keep stirring this up.
That's it. Oh no, there hasn't been anything.
I don't think we'll be that lucky right now. But if if people see this once the cooking class is done and they have questions, they can always just email one of us, and we'll throw that down in the comment box a bit later on for people. If they've got any questions and they're not on here today with us right now, they can send us an email later on and we can try and answer those questions for them. They're not really.
Yeah. Bring it to the boil on the stove.
Okay.
And usually that'll help to dissolve it.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So yeah, you can either use like chicken stock cubes, or if you've got chicken stock powder at home, that's also an option. Or if you've even got liquid at home.
Oh yeah, Campbell's or
well.
something, isn't it?
Yeah. But I'm not sure in terms of adding the liquid, if whether or not that will really kind of dilute it or make it a bit watery.
So go with the powder.
Yeah, I would say powder would probably be best. And you can definitely buy, the stock powder in a tin.
Yep.
If you haven't, got the cubes or anything on hand.
Okay.
Frozen peas, I'll grab them out of the freezer.
Okie doke. Frozen peas. What else could you use in place of frozen peas? Corn? Could you put corn in there?
Yep.
Corn kernels. Frozen corn kernels.
Yeah, and peas.
Canned? Not creamed though.
Not creamed. Like, you can get frozen corn. Or you can get like a beet corn, carrot mix.
Yes. I guess any type of frozen veggie.
Yeah.
It's a vegetable.
Yeah, beans as well. I think you probably go whether you've got frozen beans or like fresh beans.
Fresh greens are good.
Yeah. Particular recipe. And it looks like a really balanced meal as well. So thinking about having, the chicken there as a good source of protein, which is going to help us feel nice and full. But also help with things like, muscle growth and even our immune system as well. Having good amounts of protein spread out throughout the day can really help with that. And then also, the veggies, which are so, beneficial. They've got lots of fibre, lots of
They fill you up.
yeah, fills you up, lots of vitamins, minerals, and different coloured vegetables provide our bodies with different nutrients as well. So trying to eat a rainbow essentially. So having the different coloured vegetables is going to really be helpful in that. Yeah.
And instead of rice, could you really eat this with anything else?
I think potato would probably go nice.
Mashed potato.
Source of carbohydrate, so any sort of starchy vegetables. So potatoes, sweet potatoes,
Sweet potato.
or even like a bit of bread, like a bit of multigrain or whole wheat bread, pasta to substitute the rice for. Yeah, so lots of different options, sort of depending on what's at home, available in the pantry or in the fridge.
Yeah, because a lot of this, maybe besides the carnation, evaporated milk and the curry powder, the corn flour, you probably don't really need to go out and buy much else.
No, yeah, like you said, it's all going to be hopefully, things that you have at home, whether it be like canned vegetables or frozen vegetables.
Yeah.
And you can definitely substitute out for what you have in the fridge. Yeah. Okay.
It is, I can hear the flow flying.
And I think we can probably add that in.
Sweet. All right, do you want to grab this and I'll bring them?
I can bring it over.
What can they see?
You see us? I'll bring it.
Set it slowly and stir up, Gary.
Yeah.
Actually, not going to stir because I'll probably spill it everywhere. Yeah. Gosh, that's so good.
That was amazing.
Now, I'd probably, if I was at home, I would cut that chicken up a lot more.
A bit smaller.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
But that's still going to be so good.
Yeah.
Okay, so when that sits in now, that will eventually get thicker, hey?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it should thicken up. If it does, I guess, if it does become too thick or anything, we can add a little bit more water.
Yeah.
But we probably want it to be a bit thicker.
So the corn flour, what do we do with the corn flour?
I think we'll add the frozen peas in.
Just a cup.
And it says on there 2 cups of frozen peas. And you can see the rice is cooking there as well.
Again, I would probably just throw a whole heap of peas in. But we're going to measure it out. See, that's why I would just throw the peas in.
Lovely. Yeah, I'm with you. When I, cook at home,
That's too much.
I tend to just throw things in and taste as I go.
How yummy it looks. Imagine that with some corn kernels. That'd be so yummy and so pretty.
Look at all the colours too. The green, red, orange.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Awesome.
All right.
Okay. Put the lid back on.
I think so. Yeah, for another minute.
What do you usually? Oh, that's already taken.
All right, sitting up there like that, isn't it?
That might burn. No.
Sure. That's my bad.
Mm.
All right. So then after that, for about a minute. So in a minute, we will turn the heat down, let it simmer, and then we'll mix the corn flour and a little bit of water.
Okay.
Okay, so mix corn flour and water together. So we can probably even use that
Same one?
container again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Does it say how much?
A third of a cup.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, a third of a cup.
Hey, we've got lots of people coming in now to Gina, so we're going to have lunch test taste. It's almost done too.
Perfect timing.
You can come in the background if you want. We're making your workspace. So. Actually, do you know where the scissors are? Oh, even better. Thanks.
Of course, chicken bed. Yeah.
Okay, so how much is the flour?
4 teaspoons.
Oh, this one I will.
Measure out.
Yeah.
And I'll grab a fork.
How many?
4. Yeah. This will be a good meal to cook at home with the kids as well.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I'm having fun. And they can get all dirty. There you go. You want to stir it up, Tess? Mm. Oh, it's almost juicy, hey?
Yeah.
Let me see if it looks. And there's no salt.
No. No. Well, if we think about the chicken stock cubes, that is pretty, stock in itself is pretty high in salt. That's where, a lot of the flavour comes from. So we wouldn't necessarily need to add any salt into this meal, as the chicken stock cubes would be in place of that. I think it's pretty well mixed. The fork. Oops. Wonder if I can kind of hold that up. So corn flour is mixed through. And then are these gas stove tops are really
They're nice. They're very nice.
Wow. Oh, that really does.
Have a look.
Just by adding that little bit of corn flour and water, it's
Oh.
really nice.
And look, the rice is almost done too. No way. We'll probably even take it off, eh?
Yeah, it looks ready. The rice looks ready.
Mm.
Let's see how long this. I think you're definitely right around cutting that chicken up a little bit
A little bit smaller, yeah. Oh,
Yeah. Yum.
I can taste it already. Oh, look.
Yeah, it's probably ready in about a minute,
All right.
I would say.
All right. I might get Bowls.
Yeah.
Get some bowls ready.
Oh yeah, there's 2 bowls in there.
Wow.
So how many are eating?
I don't know, maybe just do what we can and they can fight over it. No, Cassie, you going to try this? Are you going to try some when we serve it up?
No.
You're right. Simone? Oh, Sister Girl Avery's going to try some.
Oh, good. So let us know how it tastes.
Ready. Do you need to? I know sometimes you have to strain rice, but that looks pretty good, eh?
I think that's fine. Yeah. Liz said before.
Yeah.
I know some people do strain it once it's.
Yeah.
I would just serve it up like that. I think.
Just put it on top.
Yeah.
Which ones?
I think. Well, if we say between 4 to 6 serves, so maybe we'll do 5.
Okay.
Leave that one out. Stop. I think that's perfectly portioned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you want your lunch is ready for me?
Yeah.
You right? Yeah. Fly. That was me.
Yeah.
Cat. No, not really. So we're hoping people will watch it later. But it's live. It's live. Yeah, it's live. Yeah, it's live. Oh, I'll move out your way.
Be fine to just pop on to
Yeah. That looks so good.
a little hidden one.
Oh, yeah. Did you have a little fork? Oh, no.
I don't want to eat with that.
Oh. Oh. Go for it.
Go for it, yeah.
Oh my gosh. I love my food.
Oh, me too.
Now, I don't know about you, but whenever I've watched people cook on TV and then they have people taste it and test it, it's usually like boiling hot. So I don't know how they do it. So we'll just let it sit for a while.
I feel like I can taste it
Oh.
through just smelling.
Yeah.
The aroma of the,
And
curry powder and
yeah.
the garlic and the onion.
And we could have certainly done with more rice. And that would have spread that out even more, one further. My bowl. All right.
It really is nice and thick, isn't it?
Hmm.
I'm even thinking, like, I really love seafood.
Oh,
Big
yeah, you could even put
seafood.
prawns in that,
I
eh?
love it, yeah. Prawns and
I'm not a huge seafood lover, but.
I like frozen prawns.
Mm.
With, pretty good. I don't like peeling them. That's the trouble.
Prawn.
Yeah.
All the guts. All right, I'll eat prawns when somebody else peels them, you know?
Yeah, that's one I'll leave them to.
Yeah. Did you get more forks out? No, not yet.
This is a little bit of
Oh, okay. Are you ready? That's going to be really hot. This is ready for you to taste. Not listening.
No, yeah, she's ready.
Camera.
We're still on.
It's done. We're still live. We're still live. It's going to be really hot. But let us know what you think.
Yeah, you have to let us know
Yeah.
what you think of.
Where'd the boys go? All right. You snooze, you lose. I'm going to try it.
Yeah, I am
Ready?
too.
I'll stand over here. So what are we doing? This is our curry chicken vegetable. I think it's going to be really hot. Oh my gosh. Or you could even put some pumpkin. Not pumpkin. Potatoes.
Yeah.
Hey.
Potato, sweet potato, pumpkin. I reckon.
Yeah, like the size of the chicken.
Yeah.
I want to get some of the chicken too.
That's nice.
I hope these are all salivating.
Yeah. Yum.
Mm.
It's really, really nice.
Mm. Right. I guess we could probably do a bit of a pause and get ourselves ready for the next. What are we doing next?
The rissoles.
Minced rissoles.
Minced rissoles.
Rissoles.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool.